Good morning, everyone. I just realized after speaking with one of my subscribers yesterday, they're picking up their new trailer. And I said, I forgot to go over and do a video, which I'd been meaning to do forever, a year and a half exactly, what to do when you get to the dealership to pick up your trailer. And there are some very important things that you need to do. And I zoned them out later, said, I got to make a video on this so that people will know what to do when they get there to pick up that trailer, because there's some very important key features. And I will go ahead, I'm going to put this little list up for you at the end here, and we'll try to bullet these as I go through. There's about 5 major things that you want to do at the dealer when you show up to get that trailer. Number 1, probably the most important thing I think, is to take a video camera or your iPhone, your smartphone. Video the entire walkthrough. When they go out to show you your trailer, they're going to go through it. If they don't, we get a real problem here, whether it's a new or used one. Even if you're experienced, about a week later, you're going to say, how was I supposed to turn that on? Where was that knob at? This is invaluable. It really is. Keep it. And for the first few months, maybe, if there was a question, you can go back and look at that video and say, oh, yeah, that's how I do that. So this is really important. If it's one of you, try to take your smartphone with you and record the entire thing as he's going. If there's 2 of you, that's even better. The husband or wife, either one can, or friend. If a friend goes with you, that's great. And have them record the entire thing. So, in accordance with that, ask questions. When a dealer he goes down and flips on a switch or something, if you're not real sure what he said, ask him again. That's what they're there for. They just sold you a $20,000, $10,000, $30,000, $100,000 item. It's worth that their time to go through it and make sure that you're a satisfied customer, because you're going to refer them possibly. So ask every question, even if it's dumb. Don't worry about it. This is an important investment for you. Ask the question. Why am I doing that? Can you do that one more time? That kind of stuff, okay? Go over everything you see. If you see a little button he didn't cover, just say, oh, what is that? Everything that's there as you're walking around it, have them show you, point it out to you, ask questions. Have the dealer do it. In other words, have him flip the switch, show you the right way to turn it on, off, open something, what to check for, taking covers off. Have him do it first, and you've got it recorded how they did it. Does everything work? And that's a very important thing. Make sure that it's plugged in, especially all the electrical. Move that slide in and out. Take out that awning. Raise that hitch up and down. Make sure everything works, except possibly the water. They may not be able to have you hooked up. That's the first key important thing there to do, is you're recording all of that as it goes on. Very important. Number 2, check the manuals. When you get your trailer, new or used, and hopefully the used ones will come with it, they're going to give you hopefully one of these, something like this. Mine was Forest River. They had a nice little zip-up thing. I carried that in the truck all the time, because where the camper goes, the truck goes. But if I'm at home, the camper's in storage, and I want to look up something to get rid of, maybe flush out the hot water tank. Oh shoot, what kind do I have? I want to look up a video on that YouTube. If you got this in your truck, just go downstairs and get it. Look at the model, serial number, or whatever, and it's all right there. So everything that goes with my trailer is in here. Here's the Dometic awning. Even when I buy new things, something that goes inside my camper. I'm drawing a blank on something right away, but I put it in here, and they're all in one place. So that's great. You're going to refer to those manuals. That will come up. Number 3, wrenches, sockets. Are they all there? There's 4 important ones, 3 critical. Number 1 is the manual hitch wrench to raise and lower the tongue of the hitch. Make sure you have that. If you have an electric one, there should be a manual crank that will, and have him show it to you. Take off that top cap, put it in there, and they can get my fingers going right here. And you can raise and lower that hitch if that motor ever goes out, because man, you're stuck if you can't get that thing up or down, either way. Second is a stabilizer wrench. Now, if your camper has stabilizers that come down, those are not jacks, they're stabilizers. Remember never to raise your trailer with a stabilizer. They're not made for that weight. They're just made to come down, snug a little bit. I did a video on that. And just stabilize it. Make sure you've got that stabilizer wrench. Go out, put it in, make sure it works. Let him show you how to do it. Do that part as you walk through. In the slide out socket, if your slide out does not retract or go out like it should, there is a manual way to do that. I forgot to ask about that, and I did a video about that later too, where I found it. And how to make it work. And Greg, my friend, actually is the one. I said, well, I can't remember if it's he or me, put it in there to see if it would work, and I found out where that wrench or that socket was that I could easily bring in and out my slide. Be sure you go over that, please. Their slides, if they have a faulty point, it's going to be in the motor and retracting and extending that slide out. So make sure that you have a wrench for that. In my case, it was the same one as my stabilizer. So if that's the case, great, but ask. And number 4 is a tire lug wrench. And it didn't dawn on me until I had a flat on my truck on a trip, and I says, I wonder if I've got a lug wrench. I didn't. So I had to go buy one. If they have one, great. If they don't, maybe they don't. Maybe the dealers just don't put them in there. They assume you've got the tools to do that. That would be good. Okay. Number 4, a serial list. Serial number. My dealer was super. They have a 2-page sheet, and on that it has the everything that I have, like axles. It has the manufacturer and the model number, which is awesome, and the serial number. If you didn't have the serial numbers, but at least you have the manufacturer and model number, you could go online to look up some of these things. But this is great as an extra. I really appreciate our dealer giving that to us. And number 5 is when I went to the dealer to get my camp, I planned on buying a hitch there because I didn't know what kind of hitch it was going to take. So you can plan on that extra expense unless you happen to have one and you know it's going to fit that. They may also need to take that hitch and either raise it or lower it. It hopefully has adjustable heights on that hitch on the back of your truck so that you can adjust to the camper, because you don't want to be carrying the camper tipped up like this, or do you want it down that way? You want them level by the time they connect those two. And the trailer brake, didn't think about that, but they did when I was there. So what was really nice is I could have them just go ahead and install it. Probably didn't take 30 minutes. So I got a trailer brake set up. And that's very important for safety reasons. Don't expect carrying a 5,000 pound or a 3,000 pound weight behind you when you need to do a sudden stop, that your vehicle's going to stop that. So it's very important that they get it and they set the attention to it and everything like that. So I wanted to very quickly, I panicked yesterday and I said, I feel awful. I didn't point out to these things to people to check on when you go get your new camper. So it will save you a great deal of headaches. Keep that walkthrough video for a while. Maybe even a year later, you may not need to do something until something happens and you say, oh my gosh, I don't, go get the video, Margaret. Yes. So there it is. Any questions, let me know. I keep thinking of things as some of the subscribers are getting their new trailers. I'm so freaking excited for you. Holy crap. Anyway, get out there and have fun. Get out there and have fun. But please do these things when you go to pick up your new camper and enjoy. Do it Garland style. Yeah. Okay.